But it's a Rover. Yeah, but it's a GTI. Right, so in my last video, you would have seen that I, once again, have not been overly successful with doing stuff to the car. What was I doing? I think in the last one, I would have changed or attempted to change the fuel filter, which didn't go particularly well. And now what I've decided to do is go for a drive and just have a little chat about how things have been going, which not fantastic with working on the car, if I must be completely honest. I've still got that misfire. Don't know what the misfire's from. Let's do the window up a little bit. Hear that squeak? There we go. Still get a little bit of air in. So I've still got that misfire. Don't know what the misfire's coming from. I think I am just going to have to bite the bullet, book it into the garage, which sorted out my what did they do for me? My thermostat housing, or my thermostat as a total, because at least then that way I can know for sure that, or they can find out what it is. Let's just say that. I just need them to find out what it is, and then depending upon what the fault is, I may just get the garage to sort it out for me, because it's getting warm, it's getting close to summertime. Don't get me wrong, I am enjoying doing stuff to the car, because that's the whole reason why I had the vehicle, to, you know, learn some stuff, have a little bit of enjoyment out of it. I do find it quite fun. However, there is other aspects which, you know, make it quite difficult. And some of the difficulties come from not being able to enjoy it as the vehicle itself, because there's niggling issues or actual issues. Let's close that so we get less wind noise. I'd say actual issues. Sorry, my nose is forever running. So yeah, it would be nice for it to be running and driving in a manner that makes it definitely reliable. So yeah, some servicing's been done on it. I've tried to diagnose it. I've reached the limit of my personal skill and knowledge, which was pretty much none to begin with. It's all been mild guesstimations. So I'm going to get in contact with a reasonable garage that's around the corner from where I live, get them to do some investigative work on it. And to be fair, if they can find out what's actually wrong with the vehicle, that'd be fantastic. If they're then able to repair what the problem is with it, do you know what? That's even better. And if they can do it for real cheap, I'll even be even happier. Happier be I. I must admit, to be fair though, since I've made those changes, like just the service and stuff, the vehicle does drive better. So it feels better underfoot. The acceleration feels better. Yeah, it just feels sprightlier. However, I'm sure you've seen, or if you haven't seen, I'll fit it the image in now. Basically, I did a couple 0 to 60 runs, which you'll see now. Here we go. First, second, ooh, third, 60. Now that you've watched those incredibly awkward and cheesy 0 to 60 runs, Fenland roads bouncing everywhere, you'll see that yeah, it's not 0 to 60. It's like, well, no, it is 0 to 60. It's just not the 8 seconds which the car's supposed to do. It's like 11, 12 seconds. And that's running off of the video's timer, which, to be fair, you know, if people like Auto Alex can use a video timer to calculate out the time of something, then so can I, because that's a realistic and varied way of doing it. So, and I think a lot of that stems down to whatever this misfire is, and then any other potential issues. Yeah, which it would be nice for the car to work well, at a really good standard. I love driving around this little road. It's really nice. And to be fair to it, I know it's the fens. Not everybody enjoys the fens. I'm sure you can see from my little input shot in the corner there. I think it's quite beautiful around here. An unusual part of Britain because it's super flat. It's like being in the Netherlands, but I love the way it looks. Yeah, bloody hell. That was a big bump in the road, that one was. And that was only going at 50 on this 60 road. That's the only downside with the Fenlands. The roads are bloody awful around here. something I do actually need to get done to the car, side point, is I think I might potentially have the wrong profile tyres on. So when I bought the vehicle, it had 205, 55, 16s, which the 205 is correct, the 16 is correct, it's the 55% part. So from looking online, apparently these cars came with 205s, 45s, 16s. Now, when I got the vehicle, the tyres were terrible. They'd been on for God knows how long. Like, I think it was around about 10 years or something like that. However, those tyres, if I like steering lock, particularly all the way towards the right, then it rubs on the inner sill to the point where it's taken a bit of the paint off. So I'm going to have to get these tyres swapped out. So that's another, I don't know, if I only went for like £60 rubber, which I don't really want to do, but if I went for 60 quid rubber, bearing in mind that I'd already replaced the tyres on these blooming like 1,000 miles ago, you're talking 240 quid, which is 240 quid. Is it worth spending that money if it turns out that there's issues that, you know, make the car unusable for me? Not for somebody else, not for somebody who's got a lot of technical know-how and understanding of the vehicles and all that sort of jazz. I'm sure they'll be more than happy or have more than enough knowledge in order to rectify this with inside a budget that makes it not an extortionate vehicle, if you get me. Because I very well know that the money that I've put in this, even though some of it's been learning, so there's been some invaluable learning processes, I've lost money. However, it wouldn't be so bad, as I come back to, if I'd got a lot more enjoyment out of it. Driving around on my own, using it as a little bit of a daily, yeah, I really enjoyed it. But not as much on the road as what I would have liked. And here we go, I like Thorney. This is a lovely little village in England. I would love to have enjoyed the vehicle more, and that means going out in it and making sure that it is slightly reliable. So there's the thing again, do you end up throwing more and more and more money, which to me, is it worth doing when there is other cars I'd like to get and like to have a go around in? I don't know. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, so besides this tyres, I need to get new front suspension arms, new drop links. I need some new drop links because the bushings have worn away. The drop links are cheap enough for you to replace them. However, some suspension mounting points are rather quite corroded, and because they're corroded, some welding work is going to need to be done. And it doesn't help driving around on these bumpy old roads, because that, of course, is going to pay a slight into how well it handles, and I don't think it'll affect how fast the car goes, because it's not doing that. So yeah, we'll see. Plus, the fact that I've got another child on the way, so having 3 kids, you know, is it the right time to be throwing a load of money at a vehicle when you know, you've got that expense? I'd say yes, actually. I'm going to say yes, but I want them to be able to come out with me and enjoy the time with the car. So I've got quite a lot of work to do. Whether it's work that I do, whether it's work that it's worth me doing, and then ultimately, I must admit, even though the thermostat's been replaced, I haven't seen any more leaks. Although I'm still keeping my eye on that coolant bottle, because, yeah, I don't know. But hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, these are a few mindless thoughts. This is just like this isn't a full video. This is a like a midweek video, I guess is what you would call it. Just driving around, having a chat about a few things, and oh, there's the old. Is it 20 down here, or is it 30? I hope it's 30. Otherwise, you've just watched. Well, not live. You've just watched me get a ticket. I hope it was 30. This, on the other hand, national speed limit, baby. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a little cruise, drive around, enjoy myself, go home, go to the garden centre. So yeah, Please guys, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Should I keep hold of the car? Should I keep dailying it? Should I throw a load more money at it? I know people are going to just say yes, because that's the whole point. If it meant getting the car scrapped, no way. The only way I'd let it go is if it's going to go to somebody that wants to use it. I don't want to say and abuse it, just somebody who wants to use the vehicle and have fun with it and do it justice. Yeah, bitten off more than you can chew, I suppose, is the best way of putting it, but hey, what you gonna do? Anyway, until the next one, guys, please like, subscribe, throw a couple comments down. I'd love to hear your thoughts. To be fair, if you think there's another vehicle worth buying, like I say, let me know. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.